Today I'm going to change my player into a zombie. So I have this zombie cloud right here. Oh man, I turned into a zombie and I made a custom walk animation. We'll do that today. But the best part, you can turn other players into zombies. And notice that you can see the animation on both of these screens, right? That's going to be important. So let's go ahead and get a fresh world and make our zombie contagion game. So I got my fresh world. Let's go to Home, Toolbox. We'll go ahead and look for a drooling zombie. There we go. And you can use any R6. You can even make your own R6 to follow this video. I mean, you could do it with anything. It doesn't have to be an R6. But for this video, we're going to use an R6. Cool. There's a zombie. We'll get rid of some stuff. We'll get rid of the moan. Let's get rid of the animate. Let's get rid of, in humanoid root part, repulsion force. The AI uses that. Let's see, keep torso. Get rid of these here. So we'll have this zombie. These are the meshes for the arms and legs. And then just the regular pieces. Oh, this script, we don't need this script either. But I think that was the damage script. Anyway, so what do we got? Nice. On your humanoid, we're gonna do animations here that we want to replicate. Let's go ahead and hit that plus sign. We want them to replicate to the server and then the other clients and stuff like that. So we're going to put an animator on there. Don't forget that. And then the humanoid root part, when we morph into the zombie, we're going to clone this zombie, right? So we want to know if we're already cloned, if we're already morphed, I mean. Let's go ahead and put something like a flag on here. So I'll use this bool val, right? Bool val. It can be true or false, but we're not going to use whether it's true or false. We're just going to look for a morphed object right here, which I just made a bool val, right? You got to make it something. Cool. What else do we need? Oh, you know what we could have done? Let's go ahead and copy this humanoid root part, duplicate it, do a Control D, duplicate it in place. Oh, my collisions are on. Turn collisions off. Control Z. Let's do it again. Control D to duplicate. Nice. This is going to be my hitbox. I'll get rid of the morphed and the hip root. You can pick either one. Well, pick the one that's out, right? Don't pick the one that's in. There we go. And then let's change this to hitbox. And then we'll put a weld constraint on there to keep it in place. Part 0, humanoid root part, part 1, hitbox. Nice. What else do we need on this? I think we're good. I think we got everything. We'll find out. Let's drag this down to server storage. Oh, you know what? I want my animation. I want an animate script on there. So let's get one from our character. But remember, that's an R6. So let's save our game. Save that. Call this zombie contagion video. That's spelled contagion, right? Yeah. Save it. Nice. Go to game settings. Go to your avatar. Make it R6. Now you can switch it back to R15. We just need the R6 animation for our zombie. Right? So we'll go ahead and play it. Let's play it. We're going to walk around like an R6 guy. Cool. Let's open up the workspace, get your character, Simtech Gamer 7 in my case, and get that animate, right click, copy, turn your game off, go down to drooling zombie and server storage, paste into. Nice. Cool. Now let's get an animation for our walk. We want to make a custom walk animation. So we'll go to plugins, build rig, R6, and you can get whatever you want for R6. I like him looking to my right. We are going to hit animation editor, select that guy, and then we'll do zom walk. There we go. Create. And let's go ahead and start creating. Oh, before we forget though, let's go to these 3 dots. We'll hit set animation priority. Oh, you can barely see it right there. Hit movement, right? It's going to be movement. Here we go. Let's grab a leg. Push that out a little bit, right, as a zombie. And we'll push this one back a little bit. Maybe push this one out more. Nice. And zombie arms are up, right, like in the movies, old movies. There we go. Got it. Up. Let's move the other one. Yeah, maybe a little higher on that one. Then the head, we'll lean the head back. That'll look kind of cool. All right. And we'll go to, on this scrubber bar here, let's go to 15. That's 15 frames. It's at 0.5 seconds. We'll just go ahead and maybe move his head this way a little bit. And then maybe move this arm down or up a little bit. Just want to have some movement. The legs are going to switch position. Cool. Get this, whoops, get this leg here. All right. And now take the 0 position, click that top dot, right click, copy selected, click here at the 30, move your scrubber bar to the full second, the 30th frame, and then do a paste in keyframes. I think that's what it said. Paste keyframes. And we'll loop it. Let's check it out. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Is his head moving? Yeah, his head's moving. All right. Let's go ahead and save it. Save. And then we'll export it. Publish to Roblox. Zomwalk. That's good. Submit. Copy this ID right here. That's going to be our walk animation. And we are going to put it, so this is going to be saved. That animation saved in the dummy in case we need to go back to it. But we're going to put that ID for our walk animation in the drooling zombie, in server storage. We're going to look for walk, open walk. Here's an animation. Change that ID down here. I know that's pretty hard to see. There we go. Control V, enter. And then in the animate script, we're going to, or close this, we're going to look for walk, Control V. Nice. Now, if you use a run animation, like if you go faster and you want it to be exactly the same, you still need to save 2 IDs because you can't have these IDs the same or you'll get an error. At least that's the way it used to be. So if you do get an error and they are the same, you should look there first, right? Roblox is updating all the time, so maybe not anymore. But I wouldn't bet on it. Let's go to the world and make a contagion script, right? We got to make a contagion area. Go to home, part. Here's my contagion area. Oh my gosh, Jen area. I should have practiced that spelling before my video. There we go. Make it a little bigger. And we'll make it transparent. We will turn cancel light off, anchored on so it doesn't fall through the floor. And then let's put some smoke in there. Smoke. And then let's make that smoke green because we're dealing with zombies. There we go. That's a good green. And let's put a script on here. And we'll call this infect. Make that a little bigger so you can see it. And what's infection going to do? We are going to get this hitbox script.parent. So the hitbox is going to be the contagion area part. When we're dealing with that, we're going to move this to our zombies that we clone, and then the hitbox will be the hitbox, right? That's why I call it hitbox. So I'm going to make a variable for server storage, game, get service, server storage. In server storage, we're going to have a zombie, wait for child, drooling zombie, to be precise. And then we'll do a local function on touch. I'm going too fast. I'm messing up. Other part. All right. So this is going to be a typical touched event from the hitbox, touched, connect, on touch. Get rid of those 2 extra parentheses that they annoyingly add all the time. And let's look for a humanoid root part on our other part. So the other part, we're thinking it's a person, right? Might not be, might be a wall, but it could be a person. If it's a person, that'll be a hand, that other part, or a humanoid root part, or a torso or something. So the parent will be the character, and then we will do a find first child on whatever part that was, and look for a humanoid root part. If the humanoid root part exists, then we know it's at least a character. So we'll say other part dot parent is a character. That's what we determined. And then let's see if it's a player. So we have a player service under game players, and then we'll do this get player from character. Voila, we have a character. All right, and then remember, we got to check to see if we're morphed or not. We might be morphed. So if we're morphed, our chars HRP, right? Let's get the HRP. Oh, we have the HRP. Nice. That's right. That was like one of the first things we got. We'll do find first child, morphed. I stalled there. Ran out of gas. All right, so if player and not morphed, right? We don't want to morph people. We're going to clone our zombie. We'll call that zom. We'll say zombie, clone, and then Z HRP, the zombie humanoid root part. We'll go to our zom, and then we'll do a wait for child. We'll do a humanoid root part. Sweet. The Z humanoid root part, we'll want to set that C frame to the HRP C frame. So it looks like we change in place. And I know with my bad computer, with a laggy computer, you might not have seen that it changed in place. So we got that. Oh, zom name, the character name must equal the player's name. So we'll do the player name. And then the player.character will become the zom. Will be equal to the zom, right? And then we'll move the zom into the workspace by setting its parent to the workspace. And I think we're good to go. So this will not only work on our pad. Let's copy it. Let's move it down to hitbox, paste into. Should we reset our game to R15? You can leave it or you can reset it. Avatar, R15, save. However you want to do it. I'll just go ahead and move to R15. Now I'm going to use the test server because I want 2 people, because I want to make sure that our zombie stuff, so we can infect other people, not just change it at like our patient 0 infection area. So let me go ahead and pause this while this is starting up because my computer's slow. All right, here we go. We got the test server running. Let's go ahead and we see if we turn into a zombie. We are a zombie. Boom, I turned him into a zombie. And we can see the animations on both players' screens, right? That's what we want to make sure that our animations replicate over to the server and to other clients. So there you go. You got your zombie contagion game. Oh, we should have done NPCs too. Anyway, maybe next video. So good luck with that, and I will see you in the next video.